There'll be a big crowd there, the lights, it'll be magnificent. Sydney at home should win this. But they're up, they're down, they're up, they're down, they're up, they're down. I can't read them. I do like that.
Yeah, Himmelberg's gone back. And
that's right, Himmelberg. I forgot to mention him. Yes.
Who else?
The other. Oh, what about Brownie on the weekend?
Brownie was your boy. There you go.
Not sure what Essendon turns up, do you? That's what you're worried about. So Brisbane at home, spot on there. G'day, punters. Welcome to Chewing the Fat. Billy Brownless and Daisy Thomas. Round 17 already, Dave.
It is. I wouldn't say it's snuck up on us, but the pointy end of the season certainly will. And these are the rounds where if you are tied in the 8 and you want to be top 4 as well, you need to bank some wins. And this game, well, it is finals-like.
Second v first, if you don't mind. Down in Geelong, Thursday night footy. There'll be a big crowd there, the lights, it'll be magnificent. And the Cats, Tom and Jerry, they take on May and Lever. Yeah,
well, Jerry last week was absolutely fantastic. 30 possessions, 4 goals, taking the mickey against North Melbourne.
Tom was good. He kicked 6. But then Petrarca, Oliver v Selwood and Dangerfield.
Yeah, and you can have Viney and Guthrie in that mix as well.
Wow.
So this is what happens when you get the good games. You get the best players playing on each other. Down at GMHBA Stadium, which probably plays into the hands of the Cats.
Yes.
They play that ground so well. And we saw that firsthand last Thursday night when they... Saturday night, I should say, when they absolutely demolished the Kangaroos.
Poor old Kangaroos.
Just demolished, wiped them off the park after quarter time. The D's were serviceable. Look, another great challenge for them, but I think they go on and win this one. $1.90 head-to-head. The punters obviously can't split them.
Well, and either can we, because you're going Melbourne, I'm going Geelong. I think they win at home. So there you go. Easy as that.
Does that mean we can split them?
No, it means we can't. Sydney take on the Western Bulldogs here at the SCG. Sydney at home should win this. But they're up, they're down, they're up, they're down, they're up, they're down. I can't read them. I can't get a read on them.
Yo-yo like they are, Bill. Obviously, it was a really bad loss on the weekend. One they couldn't afford to drop when, like we're saying off the top there, the teams who are in the 8 with that logjam that's happening, you've got to be winning the games against the lesser sides like Essendon were. They didn't do that. They were lackadaisical at times. They just weren't quite up to it, and the Bombers took their chances. The Western Bulldogs, probably a little bit similar. They had a go against Brisbane, but the scoreline in the end probably flattered them at 41 points. They got a couple late.
Yeah, they did.
An interesting game. The weather, again, will play a part up there in Sydney. We know how wet it has been. I think the Swans win at home, but again, with zero confidence. The Bulldogs underwhelming this year. The Swans probably slightly better.
I'm going for the Swans because it's going to be wet. There you go. This game here should be a beauty. The Gold Coast Suns.
I almost said why.
Taking on the Richmond Tigers here. I like the Suns. They've lost 2 games, last 2 games, but only narrowly.
Yes.
They're in good form, pretty good form, and they play at home. They love playing at home. So I think the Suns defeat Richmond here with no dusting.
OK, well, that'll be interesting. The Tigers going pretty well at the minute. They're inside the 8, sitting at 7th, and they're in that logjam we're speaking about. So these are the ones they have to find a way to win. Gold Coast will be no pushover. They've been fantastic this season. Arguably could have won that game on the weekend. They found themselves in front, just couldn't quite hang on. So they're 2 games outside the 8 now, finals slipping away from them. The Tigers more on the line in that logjam with St Kilda and Sydney. I think they go on and win this one. Again, though, hoping that it's a good game. Metricon Stadium plays into the hands of the Suns.
Suns for me here, 12th versus 13th. Port Adelaide Giants over in Adelaide, so that helps Port Adelaide. But I like the Giants. I reckon they've been good. I really do. Having said that, Port's last 5 games at home,
5 wins.
Yeah.
And in that period, they've knocked off the Swans, the Suns and the Dogs. So some pretty handy opposition comparative to the GWS Giants. I know you're liking what they're doing, the Giants. Spike Me Vay's come in.
More open, kicking goals, kicking scores.
Move the magnets a bit.
I do like that.
Yeah, Himmelberg's gone back. And
that's right, Himmelberg. I forgot to mention him. Yes.
Who else?
The other... Oh, what about Brownie on the weekend?
Brownie was your boy. There you go.
Yeah.
Look, they've been better, but I don't think they'll be good enough against Port Adelaide at home. Port for me.
I don't mind them. A little sneaky, the Giants there. And this one here, Brisbane taking on Essendon at the Gabba. Brisbane back at the Gabba last week. They loved it. Charlie Cameron, he loved it. And what about the young boy Coleman off the half-back line? What about he's a beautiful kick.
They played the Gabba unbelievably well, which was interesting to see how poor they were the week before at the MCG against the D's. They go back up to the Gabba and they're just a completely different side. They are brilliant. The Dons, though, they surprised everyone.
Did they what?
Yeah, I gave them no chance.
No
and
chance.
even watching that game, it looked like Sydney by how far. Even when Essendon were threatening, it almost seemed like the players weren't believing.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, the package goes bang, bang, bang. Hine kicks the sealer, and they end up getting the W. For me, it's Brisbane at home for the reasons we just spoke about. Too big, too strong.
Not sure what Essendon turns up, do you?
No,
that's what you worry about. So Brisbane at home, spot on there. You downloaded your PointsBet app.
I certainly have, Bill. It only takes a minute of your time, gives you access to those markets and many more. And if you do, gamble responsibly.